Welcome everyone to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here. And what a lovely audience you guys are. Has anyone told you that you guys are the best fans around? If not, don't let anyone tell you otherwise because I absolutely love you. And I'm stoked that you guys are here with us today as we talk about Apple's new low-cost wearable, the Apple Watch SE. Now, typically in Apple's lineup, you've got the new flagship model and then you have an aging model, usually a prior generation or for the past few generations, the Apple Watch Series 3. So this year we have the Apple Watch Series 3 coming at $200. For $80 more, you jump to the Apple Watch SE. And then on top of that, we go to the Apple Watch Series 6, which is starting out at $399. So $200, $280, and $400 are your price points for all the Apple Watches. But that Apple Watch SE, there's a reason it is lower priced than the Apple Watch Series 6. So is that new Apple Watch just a great bargain? Or is it a straight on ripoff? That's what we're going to investigate in this video. So the Apple Watch SE, what is going on there? Well, the Apple Watch SE is essentially a few of the older models of Apple Watch combined together. So it has the same physical design as the Apple Watch Series 6. If you're rocking that Apple Watch SE, few people are really going to know the difference between the SE and the Series 6. They just look very similar. It still comes in very similar colors. You have the space gray, you have silver, and you have rose gold as the three aluminum color options, and there's a cellular version. That Series 3 version, it doesn't have rose gold, and it doesn't have any cellular option. And in fact, the Apple Watch SE is the cheapest Apple Watch that you can use with the new family setup option, which makes it great for aging family members or kids who maybe don't have an iPhone. So apart from that same design, there are a few differences that we want to point out. Now, there are a lot of the same health features found on the Apple Watch SE. Things like high and low heart rate detection. We also have the ability to detect falls on the Apple Watch SE. It has the always-on altimeter that monitors throughout the day as you change elevation, a bunch of stuff like that. Where the big changes are with the processor, with a few with the different biometric sensors, and with the display. Starting with the display. So the display is pretty much the same 1000 nit OLED display as we see on the Apple Watch Series 6. The difference is it doesn't stay on all the time. The always-on display is exclusive to the Apple Watch Series 6, but a lot of people aren't going to care about that. We also don't have the O2 measurements, and we also don't have the ECG. Both of those are going to be exclusive to the Apple Watch Series 6. Finally, that leaves us with the processor. Apple is using its latest A13 Bionic-inspired S6 SiP processor in the Apple Watch Series 6, but in the Apple Watch SE, we are still using the S5 processor. Now, that's not a huge difference because we've been using the S5 processor for a long time now, and it definitely kicks butt. It's a very good, solid dual-core processor, so you're going to get 20% more speed with the Series 6. Personally, I think this is a great trade-off. Unless you need any of those specific features such as O2 monitoring or you really need the ECG functionality, the Apple Watch SE has almost everything else. Sure, you lose out on 20% speed. Sure, you lose out on the always-on display. But for $120 less, you get pretty much the entire Apple Watch. That, to me, is a bargain. Much better than the Apple Watch Series 3, which is still kicking around for $200. There's a huge amount of differences there. I mean, you don't have cellular options, you don't have the color options, you have a huge difference in processors going from the S3 to the S5 there. You have a huge redesign that came with the Series 4. I mean, the new larger display and everything with rounded corner. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better. I can't stand looking at the older Apple Watches with the square displays and it's smaller and the huge bezels. No, I love the new Apple Watches with their look starting with that Series 4 that we've seen for a little while now. So just the huge difference there kind of going to that updated design on the SE versus the Series 3. For $80, that is a huge difference there, and I would 100% recommend people going with the SE over the Series 3, and people to really consider the SE over the Series 6. If you don't need some of those features, the SE is an absolutely great Apple Watch, and personally, I think it is a huge bargain. Now, if you want to grab any of these guys, they are available to order now. You can find a link down below in the description, but let me know which one you guys are ordering. Let me know down below, or reach me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU, because personally, I still haven't decided which Apple Watch I'm going to be picking up yet. I am so torn. Anyway, let's chat on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video.